Everyone, I thought I'd try and do a little quick tutorial of these dainty little earrings made using the Soft Flex pink squad kit. I'll put the right name in the title. I can never remember, and I don't have it at this recording desk. So this is what they look like. Here's what I used. In the Jesse James bead mix, there were these tiny little sort of purpley looking, like amethyst looking oval beads, and I thought, what am I gonna, they don't match any of the other beads really. And then Soft Flex had put a strand of these little tiny 3mm pink pearls in the kit, and in the Jesse James bead mix there was also I think 6 or so of these. They're flat on one side mostly, and then they have like a flower detail, if it would ever come on. There we go. Like little flowers. So I put them upside down because I didn't find they worked. Now I guess if you put them together like this in a bracelet or something, which I might do, they'd work. But for earrings, I put them upside down, and I put on top of them a bead cap and then a little pearl. And then we're also going to use these little pearls with these to make dangles. So on this earring, these ear wires are from the kit. I did use one 21 gauge silver plated eye pin, and then I used a 6mm 18 gauge silver plated jump ring, 6mm 18 gauge silver plated jump ring, and then 21 gauge head pins. They were 1.5 inch. I didn't have any 1-inch ones, so or I could have used those, but I did that to give it a little more fluidity. You could use a smaller jump ring here, but I happen to have two 6mm ones out on my beading table, and so I figured I'd just use them, and I like the way that that looks and gives movement to them. I would not go up any larger, like I would not go to a 20 gauge wire or eye pin, because I don't think it'll fit through these little itty bitty pearls. The 21 gauge barely fit through. So I just put the white flower bead cap with one of these on top, and then a little pink pearl, and then these, I just used one of those with a little pink pearl on a head pin. I did wire wrap up here. I did not wire wrap down here. I didn't want them to be too long. So let's just, I did this, but I didn't wire wrap it yet. And I did 2 of these, and how I do those, I just take my thumbnail. You want to bend it at a 90-degree angle right next to the bead, or almost right next to the bead. Now here's where sometimes I don't get it, because I guess I have fat chubby little fingers here. I'm going to squish it right up to my finger, and then I just take round nose pliers. You could use a bail making plier. I'm going to try and get this in frame and try and not have it be blurry. I actually am better at usually at wire wrapped loops than I am at these. And see, this keeps spinning on me because I am having trouble holding that little bead. Okay, there we go. And then just bring it back around. I hope you're seeing. And look at it. I have to bend that backwards. I might have cut it shorter than I usually do. I have to be able to fit it over the 18 gauge jump ring. So I might have cut that one just a tad short. But let me get my needle nose chain nose and wiggle it back. Nope, I think it'll work. So let's go ahead and put these. I like to put things, well, you can put them on this jump ring after you've wire wrapped the other part. In fact, let's do that. Okay, so now the difference here is I like to use these chain nose. You can use the needle nose ones, but I've kind of come to know that if I put my needle nose, chain nose, my chain nose pliers right about there on the eye pin, smack up against the bead, making sure everything is tight, and just bend it over. That will leave me enough room for 3 wire wraps, and that way I can be consistent. And I usually put it about here on my plier, so yeah, maybe not quite a 1/4 inch down, I guess. I don't know, I don't measure, and I don't use a marker anymore. You could use a marker. I used to, but it wears off all the time, and I'm a lazy crafter that way. So there is what we have. I'm sorry the glare is bad. I even adjusted. Let me try something. Anyway, we have a loop. One of these days I can afford, hopefully, some good lighting. I'm just going to hold this with this, and then I like to take one of my other pliers. It can be your chain nose, and it can be your bent nose or flat nose. I do not suggest using round nose, and I pull pretty hard around. Now watch, this one will take more than 3 wraps. Now that one started to go over itself. Sorry. And I don't want that. I want it to go under. There we go. There we go. Okay. Nope, it's 3 wraps on this side, which is the side that'll face front. So then I just get my little cutters, which are Zoran. I have had them for years, and I love them. Just in the recent months, just the recent last couple months, this part on one side tends to slide down, and I just take them and push them down so that it goes down again. But it didn't used to do that, so I guess whatever they adhered it with has worn off or whatever. I don't know. Now the thing is, we're going to want this ring to be facing forward, right? So this ring has to be sideways. The ring in here has to be back and forth like the ear wire will be. So in other words, you want this ring to be the opposite direction of the one from the eye pin, and this one is. And then we have our jump ring. Now let me make sure that jump ring, you could do this one of 2 ways. Actually, I think we're going to do it the easier way. You can open your jump ring. Once your little beads are all done, if they're closed, you can feed them through. And this one I have to close again because I opened it. So, yeah, and it's crunching up against that pearl, so I don't want it any tighter than that. And let me get that jump ring, hold it up again. Oh, there went the other 2. Stuff happens. That's a minor thing. Earlier I had these little pieces flying everywhere because my fingers couldn't hold them. Anyway, that's just my woes. Okay. But I have a cat, so I try to pick up anything that will be dangerous or something. She's not a real active cat. Right, we just want to rock this back and forth till it clicks, but it looks a little uneven, so I'm going to actually take it and just smash it down just a little bit. And go like this. Okay, now the thing is with this, let's see, where is the back? The back, wow, I did a really good job tucking that in, I think, because I can barely see it. This is the back and this is the front. So in order for the front to show, it won't go over that ball, I actually have to put it on backwards and come down around, and that way, did I do it right? No, I did it wrong. flip it over. I want the front to show, and then it comes down around and goes like this. Now I just take one of my chain nose or needle nose. These are the needle nose, also by Zoran, and squish that closed a little bit very carefully so you don't break the ball off. And then we have our cute little earrings, dainty and nice. I learned that well, at least my granddaughter, who's 18 and in college, she likes dainty. She doesn't like heavy earrings at all. She likes dainty. So I had made her a pair of, let me just check something. Yeah, I'm gonna fix two of these actually, because this one and this one, isn't that funny? The ends, the loop is facing forward on those loops, and I want it to face the same way as the other one. So I'm going to open them back up. I don't think I opened it enough. Put that back down so I know which way, and hook it back over so that the open part of that loop is towards the back of the earring. You don't have to do that. I doubt that anybody wearing them would notice that, but I noticed it. So yeah, this one over here, same thing. I'm sorry it's so glary. I'll double check this, and if it's too glary, I won't even post this. All right. Which is why I don't do tutorials very often. Just having trouble again holding that still so I can get this one back on. There we go. And you don't want them overlapping when you put them on the ring. They can go next to each other and overlap a little bit once they're dangling. Oops, that's fine. But you don't want them overlapping there. I just wiggled it back and forth to get it closed like a jump ring. And there we have our adorable little earrings. Aren't they cute? Seriously, camera, come on. There. And see, that one is, other one is squishing together, and that one's not. There we go. Like that. Is how they'll dangle on your ears. So really cute and pretty quick. You just need 3 basic loops and how to open a jump ring, and that one seems a little twisted to me for some reason, so I'll work on that. But anyway, and then a wrapped loop up here, and put it on the ear wires, and there we go. Really cute earrings. All right, everyone, thank you for watching. Sorry for the bad camera. I don't really know what to do about it at this point other than get a new one. And I can't afford that right now because I've had too much going on in my house and my car for the last 3 or 4 months. Anyway, take care. Thank you again. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.